The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second is Simeon. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Simeon now on second down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Toss play. This is Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right around the 31.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Forced out to his left. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Simeon escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. Eluding the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now it's Simeon off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches are extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Lynch. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Carr to throw. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So if you like field goal. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They run it again with Anderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Simeon. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. To return it is Corey Grant. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They start the drive with Lynch. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Oakland. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on second down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. From the gun, here's Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon looking deep for DeMaria. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Carr gives to Marshawn. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Operating from the gun, Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Mario Edwards. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Welcome back now to Denver. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. A whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr looking deep in the direction. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
After the interception, here's Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They give it to Anderson. And he's got some space here. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go with Lynch right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Sanders. What a spin. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Handoff comes to Anderson. Anderson loses the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Broncos on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Lynch, left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Carr going to look to throw. Powerful running. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw. Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
2nd and goal. It's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw is Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation